An accused murderer pled guilty in Lafleur County Court today to the kidnapping and murder of Tara Strozier in July of 21. A life sentence without possibility of parole is handed down to Alex Davis. He's one of 3 men that were charged in this killing. 5 News reporter Bo Russell was in the courtroom today in Poto, hearing from family members and law enforcement about this plea.
Here in Lafleur County, 35-year-old Alex Davis listened not only as a judge told him he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison, but as Tara's family spoke directly to him. Tara Strozier's family has been waiting 4 years for 35-year-old Alex Davis to face his day in court. The victim's family is happy justice is served, but some wanted more.
I really honestly expected the death penalty, and it's been too long coming. Our family has been in turmoil for 4 years. 4 long years.
In court, Tara's mother looked Davis in the eyes, saying that while he is receiving mercy from the court today, a quote, lake of fire awaits him after his death. Now that Davis is sentenced, prosecutors can turn their attention to 2 others involved in the case.
Austin Johnson has also been charged with murder, kidnapping and obstruction.
A 3rd man involved in the case, Kaylin Hutchinson, will not be tried by Lafleur County.
The 3rd individual, Kaylin Hutchinson, was tribal, and he was prosecuted through Choctaw Tribal Court.
Tara's family is now taking a moment to remember her and the joy they say she brought them.
It was beautiful. My Aunt Tara was beautiful. She was full of life, and she would do anything for anybody.
Officials say Kaylin Hutchinson is currently out on bail, while Austin Johnson awaits his trial in January of next year. In Poto, covering news where you live, I'm Bo Russell, 5 News.
All right, Bo, thanks. The Carroll County Sheriff's Office, meanwhile, says a man is facing a first-degree murder charge after a body was found this month. State police arrested Tom Blewett for the murder of Alexander Bernhardt. The victim's body was found lying in the road on July 9th near the town of Oak Grove. No motive or cause of death was revealed at the arrest. The Sheriff's Office says the case is still active and they plan to offer updates as the investigation moves forward.
Also developing tonight, for the first time in nearly 2 months, an Arkansas family says they'll be able to feel relief after their son was hit by a drunk driver. 5 News reporter Parker Abels told us about Noah Myers yesterday and his family's efforts to get justice. Well, today they talked to Parker again about new charges that were just filed in the case.
On May 23rd, 18-year-old Noah Meyer was severely injured in a crash. The Meyer family tells me that they were devastated when they found out that the accused drunk driver, 20-year-old Christopher Pacheco, was only charged with a misdemeanor. However, today I was able to speak with Noah's parents, Patrick and Amanda, about a new felony charge filed in this case.
Yesterday, they updated Christopher Pacheco's charge to battery in the 2nd degree.
All right. Yeah, that's what we were really hoping for, man. I'm so excited. My wife's going to be super excited. We're just so happy that our son's story is going to be heard now.
I later met with Patrick in person, where he told me this felt like the first win his family has had since the accident.
It's the first time that that there was something inside me that was lifted for a minute. I was actually calling my wife and my son and my wife, and we was all kind of sitting there laughing and just almost back to where we were just joking around like a family again.
And his wife Amanda, who is in Texas with Noah, says it wasn't long after their story was shared that the charges were upgraded.
Once we shared with the public what was going on, it was not very long after that we got the phone call.
And since stepping into the spotlight, the Myers have come to realize they're not alone.
We thought this was more of something that just happened to us, and we have received a lot of messages from other family members throughout the state who has gone through similar situations where the way the law is written, that there's a lot of times their children or parents or loved ones are not able to seek the justice that they need.
However, what's most important to them, the health of their son.
Making progress slowly but surely every day. Today he just got his trach out of his throat, so that is a huge step in the right direction.
Now, we have continued our pursuit to speak with the Sebastian County Prosecutor's Office about this case. After numerous calls, they have yet to comment. However, we will update you if and when they decide to respond. Well, in Sebastian County, covering news where you live, Parker Abels, 5 News.
Thank you, Parker. A Van Buren police officer was arrested this week on charges of internet stalking a child. State police arrested Jason Skites yesterday after investigators uncovered online communication between the 45-year-old and a minor. No other information about the allegations against Skites has been released. The Van Buren police say he was immediately fired and his law enforcement decertification is now in the works. Police Chief Jonathan Ware released this statement to 5 News, saying Skites' actions don't reflect the integrity and dedication of Van Buren Police, and that as Chief of Police, he's committed to transparency, accountability, and upholding the highest ethical standards within the department. Skites is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow. Well, tonight, new details in our ongoing coverage of the investigation into the Washington County Sheriff's Office amid allegations of misused funds and property.
5 News reporter Claire Everbach is now in the studio with us. What the county plans to do next to move forward on this, Claire?
Yes, Darren, Washington County Judge Patrick Deacon says his office received multiple complaints in 2024 about alleged wrongdoing. He says accusations were related to misuse of property and theft of county funds. A special prosecutor reviewed the case and determined no crimes were committed. But Judge Deacon says his office believes state law was violated. He says the investigations indicated failure at the leadership level, but were not a reflection of deputies. And while he says this process has been difficult, he says the county must move forward with transparency.
We can never ensure that fraud or abuse of public assets won't happen, but we can control our reaction. And I want the taxpayers to know that we're working very hard to ensure that this never happens again, and that they're going to see every bit of information with every bit of sunshine that can be applied to it.
Deacons affirmed that there is a zero-tolerance policy for misuse of county resources. Claire Everbach, 5 News.
All right, Claire, thanks. We're getting new details also tonight from Amazon about plans for property it purchased in Fort Smith. It's located about a half-mile south of Zero near Highway 45 in South Fort Smith. Amazon says it intends on opening a last-mile facility on the 17-acre property. The facilities serve as a final stop for Amazon packages before they enter local delivery vehicles and reach their destination. Amazon did not give any indication when they plan to open the new last mile facility.